Hello, my name is Kasaun, PhD in Criminal Justice. I'm here to give a brief presentation of my video in Amharic. My channel is called Word of Science, and today we discussed jurisprudence. Jurisprudence is basically philosophy of law or science of law. In jurisprudence, we have two fundamental grand theories, namely natural law theory and legal positivism. Natural law theory holds that law is discovered, not made. According to the theory, which has been now in operation for the last probably nearly 2,000 years, holds that law is part of nature. It's not something that human beings make it through their supreme political authority. It's rather something that's part of nature to be discovered, like trees, rivers, and grasses, like any natural reality. That position has been advanced by ancient philosophers like Cicero, who argued that natural law is the true law, which is absolutely valid to every society regardless of geography and time. So natural law is basically a theory based on predominantly rather, on divine command or divine law. Is taken to be a creation of God. That position was especially promoted by the renowned philosopher Thomas Aquinas in the medieval period. He was proponent of this theory, and he influenced many scholars in jurisprudence. So that's natural law theory. The second theory is legal positivism, which argues that law is not something to be discovered in nature, but rather something that human beings make through their political organizations, like the parliament or the Congress or whatever, depending on which country we are talking about. So legal positivism also holds that law is not necessarily compatible with morality as opposed to natural law. Natural law argues that law is necessarily part of morality, and it should be based on morality, sense of justice, on the rationality of human beings, because human beings are reasonable creatures given by God, and they have sense of rationality, they have sense of justice, and any law, if it has to be obeyed and legitimate, should be based on sense of justice and morality. On the contrary, legal positivism rejects the idea that law should be based on morality. Instead, legal positivists take the position that law is just law for social purposes, social facts. It's purely social, not natural. So it's a system made by the supreme political authority, parliament, Congress, and what have you, and is enforced in a human society, independent of nature or divine authority. So for legal positivists, law is basically a human decision. So that was the video in Amharic, and I just wanted to summarize what I did in Amharic, and I hope that helps. Thank you, and see you next time.